you are back with Baz and Dan Dinnen live. We are showcasing Dan's latest CD, Last Thing on My Mind. Now,
which I should just mention is available on iTunes.
I was just about to say,
so
where can we get it?
The only thing you've got to do is make sure you spell my name right when you type it into your favourite search engine. Dinnen. It's Dinnen. Dan Dinnen. And if you Google that or type in Dan Dinnen iTunes, you'll find it on iTunes. You can get it through Black Market Music as well.
You can.
If you'd like an actual CD, which of course is preferable. Better sound files, and you get all the artwork. And
you get your all your liner notes and all that information.
So Black Market will post one out for the price of the CD. Or
excellent.
Come to a gig.
Even better, because you need to get out and see this man. What were we going to talk about?
Oh, well, the last track we just played, I forgot to mention that there's a bit of electric guitar on there, courtesy of Greg Dodd.
Aha!
Who has me real busy. Fronting his Chicago blues band, Greg Dodd and the Tail Dragons.
Your little side project.
Yeah, it's sort of kind of becoming my front project. Yeah, Doddy's getting heaps of gigs, and he's an incredible guitar player. You know,
he is.
Just a tiny taste of.
You were, I think you were at the after party for Winter Blues, where
I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've heard.
He was ripping him, Jeff Atchison, Lloyd Spiegel, and Dottie was ripping.
Yeah, well, that was a really important night for him. He loves those guys, and they love him. They all go way back, and Dottie's kind of, he's been other people's sideman for a long time, Plays with Andrea. He played with Dutch Tillers for a long time.
Certainly did.
This is his first outing as Greg Dodd, and it's kind of like, it's awesome because we've only just been gigging for a few months now, but it's just the energy behind what we're doing. It's like this is Greg now doing what he loves. He's totally unrestrained with it, and his playing's just becoming, it's just going from strength to strength. So I'm singing and playing harmonica, and it's
and it gives you another chance too. It gives you another chance to explore a different style of blues, because it's
right. And I do love the Chicago stuff. So it's really good.
That's great, wonderful. So then, obviously, more influence for your next project.
Yeah,
whenever that comes around. But
another string to the bow or something, another harmonica to the.
All right, we've got about. A bit over 10 minutes left. We're going to do another live one. What are you going to do for us this time?
I'm going to do God and Devil.
Tell us about this one then. What's behind this one?
Once again, it's a song that's sort of been, I've been kicking it around for a few years, and writing it in different ways and trying to come up with the right groove for it. I started gigging with this one with a trio format, so using lead on double bass and sometimes having an electric guitar player sit in with me. And it's just sort of found this lovely spot and tight arrangement. And what am I saying? I think the lyrics hopefully speak for themselves. It's an old story.
Okay.
It's a very old story about God and the devil.
All yours.
God and devil, those good old friends, say God to the devil, you better make amends. Devil looked at the Lord, begin to grin. I'll agree to do good God, if you agree to sin. God and the devil play cards in the night. The devil drew 5 aces. The Lord got an awful fright. Said God to the devil, You better change your ways. Devil looked at the Lord and said, I can't wait till Judgment Day. You get yours, and I'll get mine. We'll have us a card game to mark the end of time. God and the devil, those good old friends, say God to the devil, you better make amends. Devil looked at the Lord, begin to grin. I'll agree to do good God, if you agree to sin.
Yeah. God and the devil.
Thanks everybody.
Hey.
The audience is growing.
It is. I told you, it just happens as music comes in the studio, more people turn up, and it's good because
we keep playing till midnight. We'll get a whole crowd.
Well, we can. Andy's in. Andy's in about 10 minutes or so, a bit under 10 minutes. So he's coming up. So you've got to hang around for that for Rock and Roll Highway with Andy Baker. Plays classic Oz rock, and yeah, it's all good music. And we lead into it nicely with some Oz blues. All right, so we talked about the tail draggers. Let's just talk a little bit about you at the moment. So what sort of music are you listening to at the moment then? Apart from your Howling Wolf, are you sort of, do you listen to anything modern? Do you listen to anything new?
I'm really eclectic and you know, it's part eclectic, part conservative, I suppose.
So what was the last CD you sort of...
I've mentioned before, I've been really getting into a lot of African, what they call the desert blues players like Ali Fakature, and there's a group called Tina Ruin, who are these Tuareg, if you say that, if that's how I say it, nomads from Algeria or something.
Okay.
These dudes that live in the desert and they get out, they bust out their electric guitars and just do this kind of blues rock.
Really?
Bedouin music. It's just the most incredible mix.
All right.
There's something about that, just the approach to the guitar that these guys have, which is so totally different. You know, and there's been like that documentary series that Scorsese curated about, you know, the blues.
Yep.
And there's one called I think it's called Going Home or something with Corey Harris. He goes to Timbuktu and he sits down with Ali Fakature in that film. So there's something about a lot of the contemporary, the new wave, I suppose, of acoustic blues artists in the States, like you know, him, and also Taj Mahal has also explored that journey and
the African drumming.
Yeah. So there is that sort of obvious link between the blues and Africa.
Yep.
And I'm not sort of consciously exploring it, going, I really want to try and unlock some mystery, but I'm just really attracted to that sound, the way these guys play guitar, the rhythms that they've got. I really like sort of triplet feels. Yep. You know, it comes out a lot in my playing. So, you know, like the song I just played, I'm not kind of going down. It's more doodle, you know, it's got that sort of rolling feel.
Rolling.
So a lot of the African music has that sort of triplet feel going underneath a straight beat. So I don't know. That's what I'm trying to absorb at the moment, or what I'm soaking up at the moment. It'll probably come out in another 10 years or so. But I love my blues, and I love jazz as well. And
Yeah, there's
you know,
definitely like that
yeah,
just old time, isn't it? Like there's just that old time feel right throughout. Like I say, you can take yourself back to another era. You really need.
music, but yeah.
It's just from a music that a timeless style, isn't
Yeah,
it?
thanks, man. Well,
That goes way back and sort of you never get tired of it.
Yeah.
And you've captured it beautifully
well, thank
on
you.
this CD. You've been listening to Blues on the Hill. My guest has been Dan Dinnen.
It's been a pleasure to be here. Hope you've enjoyed it out there listening.
And if you haven't, we've filmed it. So we'll put it together. We'll edit something. We'll get it onto YouTube, so you'll be able to watch Dan. This is visual radio, folks. We're way ahead of ourselves here at 3NRG.